Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I want to note in Hansard my great disappointment at the behaviour of the government benches the last time I spoke the other night, and I know you were in the chair, when I was talking about the suffering in regional Australia, and those in the House laughed. They laughed at the suffering of those in regional Australia. I want to note that was incredibly disappointing. I have been surveying Mallee voters and have well over 5,000 responses so far. And I note for any cynics listening, people answering this survey identify as voters from all political persuasions. I remind those opposite, these are the voices of thousands of Mallee voters, not echo chambers, not small focus groups. Mallee voters are saying in their thousands that they are under pressure with the higher cost of living. For over 88% of respondents, it has got worse. What's contributing to these living cost pressures? Number one, they say, is groceries. The Nationals have continued to take a strong stance on the major supermarkets and fought hard for a coalition position that divestiture powers a big stick which remains on the table if supermarkets abuse their market power, but also grocery prices that the Albanese government continues to sit on its hands about. Number two on the Mallee survey for cost of living pressures comes residents' energy bills. Who would have thought? Thousands of my voters say energy prices are putting immense pressure on their budgets. Yet Minister Bowen parrots that renewables are the cheapest form of energy. The CSIRO report has been manipulated and now found out in the latest GenCost report. But do you know which figures were also manipulated? Household power bills. Regional Australian voters have the lived and documented experience that energy prices are going up. Worse still, they are being railroaded and threatened with now $12,000 fines if they refuse to allow transmission company Victoria onto their private property, their farms. Third highest in living cost pressures is council rates. My constituents' views come from Victoria, where the Victorian Labor government imposes rate capping. I moved a motion on Monday on the financial sustainability of councils, particularly in regional areas. The Albanese government must restart the local government inquiry in this House, a committee which must deliver recommendations that the Albanese government acts on to improve the sustainability of our councils. Regional councils are picking up essential services as victims of cost shifting from state and federal governments because they passionately believe that their local residents deserve services and they don't want to see them miss out. Councils have stepped into or are even abandoning providing services to vulnerable seniors because they cannot afford to deliver those services any longer. Of the Mallee survey respondents who rely on home care services, 43% say those services are hard to access, regional Australia, and a further 24% add they cannot afford those needed services. 46% of those needing residential aged care have concerns about the cost. In Mallee, almost 50%, 49% to be exact, cannot access childcare services. Childcare deserts persist in Mallee despite what this government says they are doing to address it. Unsurprisingly, 73% of Mallee constituents also rate our roads as being in poor condition, not medium condition, poor condition. That speaks to the rate increases and struggles councils have maintaining roads, but also to Labor's neglect of the regions. The Albanese Labor government has neglected Mallee, giving us zero regional housing support program funding and giving only one Mallee of my 12 councils, one council funding through the Growing Regions or the Partnerships and Precincts program. Minister King did not set foot once in my electorate during the 47th Parliament. That's what the neglect of regional Australia looks like. dangerous deterioration of roads, neglect of aged care, home care and childcare services, and an Albanese Labor government that not only raids our regions for taxes and railroads farmers for energy projects, but has the hide to laugh about it in this place.